Ebusia, Honorable Afenyo-Markins, Yasen appointing as minority uh, leader for the NPP, our parliament, for the ninth parliament. Na nkɔfo bebree bisa sɛ na Afenyo-Markins ankɔmɔ ɛsɛ ɔmo sesa no ɛne saa nneɛma no nyinaa because ebi mu sɛ ɔmmo adeɛ onim kasa ɔmbu panyin ne saa nneɛma no nyinaa ne words a ɔuse sometimes ɔne panyin kasa a ɔntwusu ne words yie ne saa nneɛma no nyinaa but ebusua the National Council of the NPP a accept sɛ ɔno ansa di the national NPP n'anim na ɔnyɛ the friend is saying the minority leader ɛwɔ parliament hɔ na nkɔfo a ɔmbɛdi NPP fo anim that has been approved by the National Council of the NPP ɛna mba bɛboa ma mehyɛ ase from the friend is saying Afenyo-Markin so nti ebusua sɛ wohwɛ me sisi na subscribe to my channel na subscribe to my channel na like na comment na share sa brave bia no mema mo update ɛwɔ nneɛma ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ yɛ parliament ɛne baabi a wo expect sɛ information betimi afree aba na me hyɛ ase from honorable Afenyo-Markin so no Afenyo-Markins you are appointing no as the friend is saying my majority minority leader ɛwɔ parliament hɔ nti ɔno na ɔbɛda NPP foɔ ho ano ɛwɔ parliament hɔ no mo ɛde ahyia NDC foɔ no nti ɛnyɛ easy ɛna your friend is saying ipacho friend is saying Apiaje Patricia Apiaje ɔno nso ɛyɛ deputy minority leader ɔno nso yɛ deputy minority leader ɛwɔ parliament then Frank Ano Dompre ɛyɛ MP elect ɛma Nsawam ɔno yɛ minority chief whip ɔno yɛ minority chief whip ɛna Habib Idrisu ɛyɛ first deputy minority whip first deputy minority whip ɛna Davis Ansa Opoku ɛyɛ second deputy minority whip nti saa nkɔfo wei ɛna mo bɛhyia NDC majority no ɛwɔ parliament na parliament bɛyɛ de sɛ na nkɔfo bebree sɛ nkɔfo bi wɔ hɔ a especially obi te sɛ Patricia say no munim sɛ n'ani ɛden but na nka sɛ ɔmo de ma ɔbɛrima because NDC foɔ no agya na ɔmo de ba no mu nhia ɔbaa biara sɛ ɔbɛgyina ko ano ama ɔmo but Christian Council no the National Council of the NPP foɔ no nim ɔmo gyidie a ɔmo wɔ a friend is saying Madam Patricia mu enti na ɔmo de saa deputy minority leader no ama no sɛ ondi ɔna ɔngyina ɛkona no ɛwɔ parliament house ama ɔmo mebɛkasa bebree mebɛkasa kakra afa Afenyo-Markins Afenyo-Markins deɛ that same yɛ some way bi bet nkɔfo bebree mpɛ n'asɛm because of this NPP government na nka ɔmo pɛ akyerɛ sɛ anka yɛnsesa Afenyo-Markins ne yɛfa obi foforɔ mbra na ɔno bɛdi Afenyo-Markins adeɛ like because we free majority minority so ɔmo asa de n'adi adeɛ which is say nkɔfo bebree ɛmpɛ but ɔno pɛ ɛna ɛbɛtumi agyina kunama because NDC fo ɔmo ano ɔden sɛ ɔmo anyɛ obi a n'ano ɔden te sɛ Afenyo-Markins a wanhwɛ a NPP for the NDC for betria for ɔmo so de bia so mehwɛ na ɔmo yɛ analysis bi ɛwɔ Ghana Tonight na tie the pundit ne kan.
The Efutu MP, Alexander Afenyo-Markin, is en route to becoming the minority leader. This comes after NPP's National Council voted to retain Afenyo-Markin alongside his deputy Patricia Apiaje as caucus leaders. This also means the Efutu MP will sit on the left-hand side of the speaker, a position he showed dread for in the last few months of 2024. I want to show you more of this. So there he is, pictured to the left of your screen, Alexander Afenyo-Markin, incoming minority leader. Patricia Apiaje will be deputy minority leader. Frank Ano Dompre, the Nsawam Adrejui MP, who almost lost his seat thanks to the redeclaration. He's returning to parliament, thanks to the EC declaration in Accra. Excuse me. He's returning to parliament as minority chief whip. Habib Idrisu, once first deputy majority whip will be first deputy minority whip. Now, there comes the change. Davis Ansa Opoku, MP-elect for Mpreso, will now be the second deputy minority whip because the Seshia Kontombra MP, Alex Tete, has lost his seat. And so he's not coming back to Parliament, and Davis will take the position. So this is the lineup we'll see for the minority side in the 9th Parliament. The National Council of the NPP is retaining all of them. The newbie on the block of leadership for the NPP will be Davis Ansa Opoku, MP-elect in Preso, as second deputy minority whip. That's what we are picking up so far. And so there it is. Alexander Afenyo-Markin, Patricia P.J., Frank Anadompre, Habib Idrisu, and Davis Ansa Opoku. So that's it. You know, the minority side will be complemented by the list of people that you have seen all the way to the entrant, Davis Opoku. I want to bring in now Dr. Jonathan Asante-Okyere, who is a political scientist who will share some insights on these changes we are seeing. Doc, good evening to you. Good choice, or choices, if you like, the National Council have made?
Well, let me say good evening to your good self and to your viewers. Political analyst, not a political scientist. I think that I've already granted an interview on this particular issue with 3FM, and my views are quite simple. I don't know what the National Council saw to maintain Afenyo-Markin. They might have seen something that I've not seen. But at this point in time, when you have an absolute minority, then I think you need someone who can really build bridges. Because if it is a matter of the bravado, the display of someone who thinks that is on top of everyone, his shoulders towering above everybody else, and now he's going into minority and you make him the minority leader, well, then it means that he might have seen certain things that others have not seen. But if it is a matter of skill of negotiation, which he doesn't have, because if he did, I don't think that the NPP would have found itself where it finds itself today. In terms of he running to the Supreme Court to create all manner of problems for the party, that if probably they were supposed to gather a certain data to find out exactly what caused their loss, that humongous loss, probably this one would have become part of the reasons why they lost the elections in such a humongous way. Be that as it may, when it comes to the rigors of Parliament, in terms of the Hansard, in terms of the rules and regulations of Parliament, I think you cannot take that away from Mr. Afenyo-Markin. He really learned his ropes from that of Mr. Oseche-Mensah-Bonsu. But you could see the difference. There's a vast difference. You could see that post Oseche-Mensah-Bonsu's era has been nothing but a topsy-turvy fortunes for the NPP. And just because you have, I don't know whether it is youthful exuberance or someone who thinks that he knows it all and will not consult other members who are senior members of the party as part of the caucus. If this is what the NPP intends to put across with respect to the 9th Parliament, then I'm very sure and certain that in the 10th Parliament, they will still be in opposition. Now, apart from Afenyo-Markin, you can talk of another umbrella. I mean, I don't know whether in terms of the whip system he's been very good, but to pass a comment like, for example, that the turbidity of the water in the NDC era was far worse than theirs, that was an unguarded statement. And though he is a UCC product in the past, I will not in any way ask that he be maintained. One way or the other, they could have thought of the former, I don't want to suggest names for now, but
why not? You think there could have been better choices made for these positions?
Yes, certainly. What's the name of this man is one of the Obuasi MPs, who was then the majority, leader for the finance committee or something of that sort. A very vociferous person. He speaks true to power. I think that you will need such a person at the forefront. But getting to the dying embers of the party in government, I think he fell out of the powers that be in terms of the establishment and was kicked out, and he was made the leader or the spokesperson for the economy, of which we do not know what came out of that particular committee.
I
The
see.
Habib, Habib is tainted. He has an issue, this an Australian issue that he's supposed to deal with. I think that matter is in court. So you could have, changed that person. Apart from that, even the kind of words that he uses, some of them are non-lexical. You cannot find them in the dictionary. Words like interpreted and all those things that he's been using.
Doc? You are accusing him of malapropism.
Oh, of course. I mean, if you can check some of the things that he used to say, especially when they were facing these difficulties with respect to this parliament and that of the speaker. And you will find out he was using that particular word, a word that does not exist in the dictionary. And so the rest, I have nothing else to say about them.
Ntebusia, the war hono no. Afenyo-Markin, any in for the NPP leaders for the 9th parliament, and na media ma no. Nti media ma se mo share me video, media ma se mo like na mo share, pacho mo nja mo comment and fan share me kwan. Media se